Hello learners, in this video I will explain you how we can complete MRP matrix. MRP stands for Material Requirement Planning. So with illustration I am explaining you this. Here I am taking one illustration. In this illustration you can see we have to prepare the proforma of MRP for item A. In this proforma you can see item A, the SS for item A is 0, that is safety stock. SS stands for safety stock. So that means for item A, we don't need to maintain any safety stock. For same item A, the lot size is 80 units. That means if we will place one order, so we will able to draw 80 units. Then lead time for item A is 2 weeks. So that is it will take 2 weeks to procure item A. Then in the first row of the table you can see we are given with the periods. So that means we have to prepare the proforma for item A for 12 weeks. Then gross requirement for item A for the different periods are given in the second row. Scheduled receipt, it is 160 units for period 2. So scheduled receipt is a due order which we have not received in the previous periods. So that we are receiving here at the second period. On-hand inventory for item A is 20 units. Remaining cells are vacant, that is for net requirements, planned order receipts and the planned order releases. So according to this particular informations, we have to complete these remaining cells. So for that we are moving for the solution slide. Here I have copied down the same proforma. Now we have to complete these vacant cells here. So for that you can see here on-hand inventory for item A is 20 units. For period 1 we don't have any requirement. The gross requirement is nil here. So that is why whatever is on hand that we can transfer to the period 1 as 20. Now for period 2 gross requirement is 120 units and we have only 20 units on hand, but we are also receiving 160 units as a scheduled receipts. So we will have total now 180. Out of that we can use 120 units and now we will have 60 units on hand. Now for the period 3 the gross requirement is 95 and we have only 60 units. So now what would be the gross net requirement? It is 95 minus 60, that is 35 units is the net requirements. So now that means we need to receive one order here and in one order we can receive 80 units. So we are receiving here planned order receipt. We are receiving here 80 units. So now we will have total 80 plus 60, that is 140. Out of that we can use 95 units. So now we will have 45 units on hand. For period 4 there is no gross requirements. That means we can transfer the on-hand inventory of period 3 to the period 4. So that is why we can write here 45 units on hand for period 4. For period 5, the gross requirement is 200 units and we have on-hand inventory only 45. So the net requirement would be 200 minus 45, it is 155. So now again we need to receive some order here. So how much we will receive here? In one order we can receive only 80 units. So that means we need to place two orders here. And that way we can able to draw 160 units. So now we will have total 160 plus 45. Total 205 units we will have. Out of that we can use 200 units. So now on hand we will have only 5 units. For next periods, that is 6 and 7, we don't have any gross requirement. So that is why we can transfer unit 5 to the next periods, that is 6 and 7. Now for period 8, the gross requirement is 25 units and we have only 5 units on hand. So that way net requirement would be 25 minus 5, that is 20. Now we need to again receive one order here and in that order we will receive 80 units. So now we will have total 80 plus 5, 85 units. Out of that you can use 25 units and remaining 60 units will be on hand. For period 9 there is no gross requirement, so we can transfer 60 units for period 9 as it is. For period 10 the gross requirement is 80 units and we have only 60 units on hand. So the net requirement would be 80 minus 60, that is 20 units. So again we need to receive one order here, and this time we will again receive 80 units. We will place one order here. So we will have total 60 plus 80, 140 units. Out of that we can use 80 units. So now remaining on hand inventory is 60 units. For period 11 and 12 there is no gross requirement. So that is why 60 units we can transfer for the next periods, for period 11 and for period 12. Now, if we want to receive orders here, so now we need to plan when we need to release the orders. So the lead time is 2 weeks. According to this 2 week lead time, we have to place order 2 weeks before. So for this 80, if we want to receive 80 units here for the period 10, so we need to place order 2 weeks before. That is for period 8. At the period 8, we will place the order of 80 units if we want to procure here 80 units for the period 10. Similarly, for period 8, if we want to receive here 80 units, so again we need to place an order 2 weeks before, that is at the 6th week. Then for the fifth week, if we want to receive 160 units, so we need to place an order at the 3rd week. And lastly, if we want to receive 80 units at the 3rd week, so we need to place an order at the 1st week. So now we can summarize this table and we can write that the planned order releases will be 1st week, 3rd week, 6th week and 8th week. And what will be the quantity? So we will place 80 unit, or we will place one order, in that we will receive 80 units. For the 3rd week we need to place 2 orders, in that we will receive 160 units. For the 6th week we will place one order and we will receive 80 units, and similarly for the 8th week we can place one order and can receive 80 units. So I hope, friends, learners, this video will help you to understand how we can prepare and complete the MRP proforma. So thank you all for watching this video. I expect if you like the content, please like, comment and share my video, and please also subscribe my channel so that I can put some more videos according to your queries and your requests. Thank you.